Hey, what's up, guys? This is just a quick update. You may remember I covered the DMC3 Style Switcher mod for the PC version, I don't know, a while ago, several months ago. The person who made that, he came back and he put out a really nice trainer that's good for a number of things. You may remember I made a video about using Cheat Engine to give Virgil his trick up and trick down moves when he's in human form. It has the ability to do that. You can freeze the Bloody Palace timer, and you can also make it so nobody takes damage. So if you actually care about playing the game well and you want to play it at a higher level or whatever, this is definitely the best way to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and post a link in the description. He pretty much describes everything. You're going to have to install a Microsoft Visual Basic thing or whatever. You pretty much just install that. You put it in the put the files in the zip file from the link that I'm going to give you. You just put that in the root of your DMC4 Special Edition folder, and you can edit the INI file. You can also hide the cursor, which is one of the most annoying things about this PC port. It doesn't actually do real full screen from what I understand, or at the very least, like, the cursor is always there. So you can turn that off. You can change the hotkeys for the the features in the trainer if they conflict with something else you're doing. Like, for XSplit, I use F6 and F8 to do recording and streaming respectively. So if you have something that conflicts with that, another program, you can change it. It is pretty self-explanatory. I'll go ahead and show it off here. I don't know if the frame rate's going to be working well or not, but it's not really important right now. The game just kind of randomly started working with XSplit when I got my computer back and they did a clean install of Windows, but it still seems to be a little wonky, so I'll probably have to use Shadow Play. You can let me know in the comments. But as you can see here, he won't die, basically. You have full control. You get your trick up and trick down. Really opens up the game. Some people, they say Virgil is broken, but I think it's really odd how most of his defensive options are kind of, locked behind the double trigger bar. Doesn't really make much sense to me from a design standpoint. He's such a broken character, but he has the same weakness that all the other new characters in this game have, which is just they suck at defending themselves. So, like I said before, the PC version does not have any online capabilities at all, aside from, their little microtransaction DLC. So, if you don't care about doing a legitimate, playthrough or something, you just want to mess around with the game, this is definitely the easiest way to do it. There is that new trainer that I demonstrated a couple days ago that does a couple other things. It also improves, like, the charging speed when you have max concentration with Beowulf. You can use Rising Sun out of Devil Trigger and stuff like that. I guess you could run that in conjunction with this, and yeah, you'd pretty much have the definitive version of Virgil. It's just I'm not responsible, if you put up something like that and you don't notify people that you're using these trainers or cheats or whatever you want to call them. You should definitely, label that whatever you're doing and make sure that people know. In terms of what I'll be doing with it, I don't really have much on the horizon right now. I'm kind of working through One Piece slowly, just because I don't want to get burnt out on it. The next major project I have is Transformers, pretty much. So I'll see if I can get this to work with XSplit. Otherwise, I'll have to use Shadow Play, which unfortunately limits whether I can stream it or not. But yeah, if you're interested, you can go ahead and look at the link in the description. The guy pretty much explains it all there. The Microsoft file you need to get is from the Microsoft website, so it's not from some random illegitimate virus or something. It'll work just fine. It took me all of like a couple seconds to download and install it. I haven't noticed any issues. Obviously it's from them. It's Microsoft themselves, so it'll be fine. You'll have to put F2 on to F2 and F3 to enable things. F3 will disable the timer, and F2 will make it so that the enemies won't take damage and you won't either. So if you're doing combo videos, I would say this is the easiest way to do it, simply because you don't have to deal with Cheat Engine at all. You can pretty much just install this once and it's on all the time. You won't have to do the extra step of loading the cheat table, finding the process, and then clicking on the things that you want. I set this up in like seconds. I pushed F2. Well, actually, I killed the other two scarecrows. I pushed F2, and boom, instant training mode. So if you're interested, post them. The links in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.